It's Japan, late 1500s. No electricity, no internet, just steel, dirt roads, and a lot of people willing to die over honor. You're born in 1584 in a tiny village most people have never heard of. Your mother names you Benosuke, and then immediately exits the story forever. She dies during childbirth. No dramatic goodbye, no last words. You also never meet your biological father, ever. Instead, you get raised by your stepfather, a man named Munisai. And Munisai is complicated. On one hand, he's an insanely talented swordsman. On the other hand, he's violent, harsh, and absolutely not winning any Father of the Year awards. The two of you clash constantly. It's basically non-stop tension until one day, when you're 6 years old, Munisai decides he's done and kicks you out. 6 years old. So you end up living with your uncle, who is a Buddhist monk. Completely different vibe. Calm, peaceful, big, violence is bad, actually, energy. You spend the next few years learning discipline, self-control, and spirituality, which lasts until you're 12. One afternoon, you're wandering through town when you see a notice posted publicly. It's an open challenge. A swordsman named Arima Kihei is daring anyone brave enough to duel him. Most people walk past it. You don't. You grab the closest thing you can find, basically a heavy stick, track the guy down, and tell him you accept. He pulls out a real sword. You don't. The fight starts. He rushes you. You swing with everything you have, knock his blade out of his hand, and before he can process what just happened, you smash him in the head. He drops. Congratulations, you just won your first duel. Oh, he's still alive. Your uncle is not thrilled. He wants you meditating, not cracking skulls. You actually listen for a while. You try to stay peaceful. Then, at 15, another swordsman challenges you. You kill him. At that point, it's clear, monk life is not happening. You leave, change your name to Miyamoto Musashi, and decide you're going to become the strongest warrior alive. And puberty absolutely carries you. You grow to over 6 feet tall, huge by the standards of the time, stronger, faster, built for violence. Perfect timing too, because Japan is wrapping up over a century of non-stop civil war. Everyone is choosing sides for the final power struggle. You and Munisai, yes, you reconnect, fight for Tokugawa, the side that eventually wins. You miss the most famous battle though, which later historians find inconvenient, so some of them just lie and say you fought there anyway. Centuries later, people will argue about this in YouTube comment sections. History is beautiful. With the wars over, you do what you do best, wander Japan looking for fights. You remember your stepfather once humiliated a prestigious sword school in Kyoto, so naturally, you decide to visit them. You're 20 years old when you arrive. You challenge the headmaster. He agrees to a duel with wooden swords. You're supposed to meet at a specific time. You don't. You show up hours late just to annoy him. It works. The moment you arrive, he charges at you in pure rage. You counter once, clean, brutal, and shatter his shoulder. Duel over. He eventually becomes a monk. His family, however, is furious. His brother challenges you next. That fight lasts exactly 1 strike. You hit him too hard. He dies. Now the school is panicking. Their last hope is a 12-year-old prodigy who they name headmaster and send to face you. Something feels wrong. So this time, instead of arriving late, you arrive early. You hide. Sure enough, the school shows up armed to the teeth. Not a duel, an ambush. The moment they relax, you explode out of hiding and kill the boy instantly. Then you fight your way through the rest and escape the city. One of Japan's most famous sword schools is gone. You are now officially a problem. Your reputation spreads fast. You duel monks, warriors, and specialists of every weapon imaginable. Some fights are lethal, some end peacefully. You study everything. You even reconnect with Munisai again, who teaches you his strange dual weapon style. You refine it into something new, 2 swords used simultaneously. Your legend keeps growing. You defeat chain weapon masters. You survive staff fighters.
One man claims he beats you and builds an entire martial arts school on that story. It lasts for centuries. Then the invitation arrives, a duel against Sasaki Kojiro, the most feared swordsman in Japan. The location? A small island. The date? April 13th, 1612. You know this will be deadly, so you cheat. On the way there, you intentionally arrive late again, forcing the sun into your opponent's eyes. While waiting, you carve a wooden sword out of a boat oar. Kojiro is furious when you finally land. He throws away his scabbard, a declaration that he doesn't plan to survive. You smile. The fight begins. He nearly kills you. His blade slices your headband clean off, but the sun blinds him for half a second. That's all you need. One strike. Wood against skull. He dies instantly. You leave before his students can kill you. The island gets renamed. The duel becomes legend. You are declared the greatest swordsman alive. You try opening a school. You hate it. So you spend the next 20 years doing everything else, building projects, suppressing rebellions, adopting children, writing, painting, thinking.
Behold, the moon
Eventually,
is made of ink.
fighting
Rivers
stops
flow
being the
upward in
point.
sky. Mountains
Art
walk at
becomes
night.
your battlefield. You write the Book of Five Rings, pouring everything you've learned about strategy, discipline, combat, and life onto paper. It becomes one of the most influential texts in history, quoted by generals, CEOs, and guys on podcasts centuries later. Pain eventually takes your body. Disease burns through your nerves. You retreat to a cave and wait. In 1645, at age 61, you prepare for death. You bathe. You dress carefully. You sit upright, sword in hand. And quietly, without fear, Miyamoto Musashi dies, still observing the world, exactly as he always had.